and I'm a foundation level student at Rehan School Islamabad campus. Uh, Today I will take interview from Annie on the topic of sorry. So topic name is sorry. So uh, okay, Annie, can you tell me uh, what does saying sorry mean to you?
Walaikum assalam Anisul. I'm excited for this interview. To me, saying sorry means acknowledging when I've hurt someone or made a mistake. It's a way to show that I care about their feelings and want to make things right. What about you? What does sorry mean to you?
I will just ask questions from you. You will not ask question from me, okay? Because this is my task, and I will just ask questions. So my next question is: do you find it easy or hard to say sorry?
Got it. I find it a bit of both. Sometimes it's easy, especially if I know I've made a clear mistake. Other times, it can be hard, especially if I'm worried about how the other person will react. How about you? Is it easy or hard for you to say sorry?
Yes, it is easy. Ha-
That's great to hear.
okay.
Being able to say sorry,
Have you
I'm
ever
ready.
okay? Have you ever apologized for something you didn't do? Why?
Yes, I have. Sometimes I've apologized to keep the peace or to ease someone else's feelings, even if I didn't feel like I was in the wrong. It's like trying to smooth things over. Have you ever done that?
Okay, what is the most sincere apology you have ever given?
The most sincere apology I've given was to a close friend after I realized I had hurt their feelings without meaning to. I took the time to really express how sorry I was and how much I valued our friendship. It felt important to me to be genuine and make amends. What about you? What's a sincere apology you've given?
Uh, what was the hardest apology you have ever made?
Oh, the hottest apology. That sounds like a fun twist. I once apologized to a friend after accidentally spilling coffee on them during a busy day. I felt so bad. I made it up by treating them to their favorite dessert afterward. It turned into a funny memory for both of us. What about you? Do you have a memorable or funny apology story?
Okay, how does saying sorry affect a relationship?
To convey an apology in a storytelling way, you could set the scene by describing the moment you realized you needed to apologize. Share your feelings and the impact of your actions on the relationship. You might say something like, I remember that day vividly. I could see the hurt in their eyes, and it hit me hard. I knew I had to make things right. Then explain how you approached them and what you said. This way, it feels more personal and relatable. Does that help?
Okay, is it possible to forgive someone when doesn't say sorry?
Absolutely. Forgiveness can be a personal choice, regardless of whether the other person apologizes. It's more about freeing yourself from negative feelings. It can be tough, but sometimes letting go is more important than waiting for an apology. What do you think about that?
I don't think so.
That's totally valid. It can be really hard to forgive someone without an apology. It often feels like closure is missing. What do you think would help in that situation?
Okay, what happens if someone keeps saying sorry but never changes?
That can be really frustrating. If someone keeps saying sorry but doesn't change their behavior, it might start to feel insincere. It can lead to trust issues and make it hard to believe their apologies. It's important for apologies to come with genuine effort to improve. How do you feel about people who apologize repeatedly without making changes?
Okay, do you feel when someone apologizes to you? How do you feel?
I definitely feel a sense of relief and appreciation when someone apologizes to me. It shows that they care and are willing to take responsibility for their actions. It can really help mend the relationship. How do you feel when someone apologizes to you?
Okay. What happens if someone?
What's your next question?
Okay. Can a simple sorry heal a broken friendship?
Sure. Here's a simple story about a broken friendship. Once upon a time, there were two friends, Alex and Jamie. They did everything together, but one day, a misunderstanding caused a big fight. Alex felt hurt and thought Jamie didn't care. They stopped talking and their friendship faded. Days turned into weeks and both missed each other. One evening, Alex decided to reach out. They sent a heartfelt message saying, "I'm sorry for how things ended. I miss our friendship." Jamie read the message and felt a wave of relief. They realized that both had made mistakes. Jamie replied, "I'm sorry too. I value our friendship."
Okay.
They met up, talked openly about their feelings, and promised to communicate better in the future. Their friendship grew stronger, and they learned that saying sorry can mend even the deepest wounds. What do you think of this story?
Okay. I don't know any story, but what's the difference between saying I'm sorry and I apologize?
Great question. "I'm sorry" is often more personal and emotional, expressing regret for hurting someone. It feels more heartfelt. On the other hand, "I apologize" can sound a bit more formal and may focus more on the act of taking responsibility. Both convey remorse, but "I'm sorry" tends to feel warmer and more intimate. Does that make sense?
Okay. Can you say sorry without using the word sorry? Give example.
Absolutely. You can express regret without saying sorry. For example, you might say, "I regret what happened and I wish I had handled it differently." Or, "I didn't mean to hurt you. That wasn't my intention." Both show that you acknowledge the situation without using the word sorry. Have you ever used a different way to express an apology?
Okay. How can body language shows you are truly sorry?
Body language can convey a lot. When someone is truly
बोलो
sorry,
काले
they
नहीं
might
कर
have
रहे.
open body language.
बोलो कि काले नहीं कर रहे.
I love that. Just hanging out and enjoying our chat. What about you? What's on your mind?
Do you think people ever use the word sorry? Why or why not?
Definitely, people use the word sorry for various reasons. Sometimes, it's to express genuine regret for their actions or to mend a relationship. Other times, it might be to keep the peace or avoid conflict. Some might even use it out of habit. It really depends on the situation and the person's intentions. What do you think?
Okay. In your culture, how is an apology usually expressed in American culture?
In American culture, apologies are often expressed verbally with a direct "I'm sorry." People usually try to be sincere and may follow up with an explanation or acknowledgement of the impact of their actions. Written apologies, like notes or texts, are also common, especially for more formal situations. Humor can sometimes be used to lighten the mood after an apology, too. How do you think apologies are expressed in your culture?
Uh, in our country, people always mazarat and so many other words are used. So my next question is, should people always say sorry even if they are not wrong?
That's an interesting question. Some people believe it can help maintain harmony, while others feel it might undermine their feelings or position. It really depends on the context and the relationships involved. Sometimes, saying sorry can help diffuse tension, but it's also important to stand firm when you truly believe you're not in the wrong. What do you think?
Is saying sorry is a sign of weakness or strength?
Saying sorry is often seen as a sign of strength. It takes courage to admit when you've made a mistake or hurt someone. It shows emotional maturity and a willingness to take responsibility. On the other hand, some might view it as a weakness if they think it undermines their position. Ultimately, it's about how you frame it. What's your take on it?
Do children need to be taught to say sorry? How?
Yes, teaching children to say sorry is important. It helps them understand empathy and the impact of their actions. You can teach them by modeling the behavior, apologizing when you make a mistake. Discuss situations where an apology is needed, and role-play scenarios. Encouraging them to express their feelings and understand others' feelings can make it easier for them to say sorry when necessary. How do you think children learn best?
Okay, nice answer. When it is too late to say sorry. When is it late to say sorry?
Thank you. It can feel too late to say sorry when the other person has moved on or when the hurt has caused irreparable damage to the relationship. Sometimes, if a long time has passed, the context may change and the apology might not hold the same weight. However, even if it feels late, expressing regret can still be meaningful. What do you think? Is there a time when you felt it was too late to apologize?
Okay, how should we apologize after hurting someone's feeling?
When apologizing after hurting someone's feelings, here's a simple approach. 1. Acknowledge the hurt. Start by recognizing the impact of your actions. For example, I realize that what I said hurt you. 2. Be sincere. Speak from the heart. Use I'm sorry or I apologize to express your regret genuinely. 3. Take responsibility. Own up to what you did without making excuses. I take full responsibility for my words. 4. Express empathy. Show that you understand their feelings. I can see why you would feel upset. 5. Offer to make amends. Ask how you can make things right. What can I do to help fix this? 6. Give them space. Sometimes they might need time to process. Respect their feelings and be patient. How does that sound to you? Have you ever had to apologize like this?
These all are good.
I'm glad you think so. Apologizing can be tough, but it really helps in healing relationships. Do you have any other questions about apologies or anything else on your mind?
What should you avoid when giving an apology?
Great question. Here are some things to avoid when giving an apology. 1. Making excuses. Don't justify your actions. It can come off as insincere. 2. Shifting blame. Avoid saying things like I'm sorry but you made me do it. Take full responsibility. 3. Being vague. Be specific about what you're apologizing for. It shows you understand the impact of your actions. 4. Over apologizing. Saying sorry too many times can dilute the sincerity of your apology. 5. Forcing forgiveness. Don't pressure the other person to forgive you right away. Give them space. 6. Ignoring their feelings. Acknowledge their emotions and let them know you care about how they feel. Avoiding these pitfalls can make your apology more effective. Have you ever encountered any of these in an apology?
Okay, how would you apologize in a formal situation?
In a formal situation, here's how you might apologize. 1. Address the person properly. Use their title and last name like Dear Mr. Smith. 2. Be clear and concise. State the purpose of your message right away. I am writing to sincerely apologize for. 3. Acknowledge the issue. Clearly explain what happened and how it may have affected them. I realize that my delay caused inconvenience. 4. Take responsibility. Own up to your actions without making excuses. I take full responsibility for this oversight. 5. Express regret. Use formal language to convey your feelings. I deeply regret any distress I may have caused. 6. Offer a solution. If possible, suggest how you plan to rectify the situation. I will ensure this does not happen again by. 7. Close politely. Thank them for their understanding and offer to discuss further if needed. Thank you for your patience. Please feel free to reach out if you'd like to discuss this matter further. How does that sound? Have you had to apologize in a formal setting before?
Okay, what words or phrases make an apology more meaningful?
Great question. Here are some words and phrases that can make an apology more meaningful. 1. I take full responsibility. Shows accountability. 2. I understand how you feel. Acknowledges their emotions. 3. I regret my actions. Expresses genuine remorse. 4. I didn't mean to hurt you. Clarifies intentions. 5. I'm committed to making it right. Shows willingness to improve. 6. Thank you for your understanding. Appreciates their patience. 7. I value our relationship. Reinforces the importance of the connection. Using these phrases can help convey sincerity and empathy. Do you have a favorite way to express an apology?
Have you ever received a fake or insincere apology? How did you know?
Oh, I definitely have. You can often tell when an apology feels fake or insincere. Signs include vague language, a lack of eye contact, or if they quickly shift the focus back to themselves. Sometimes the tone feels off, like they're just going through the motions. It's all about the body language and the words not matching up. How about you? Have you ever experienced a fake apology?
Okay, can saying sorry fix every mistake?
Saying sorry is a great first step, but it doesn't always fix everything. An apology can help mend feelings and open up communication, but it often needs to be followed by actions that show you're committed to making things right. Some takes time and effort beyond just saying sorry. What do you think? Have you found that actions speak louder than words in these situations?
How do you feel after saying sorry?
After saying sorry, I usually feel a sense of relief. It's like a weight has been lifted off my shoulders. Apologizing can also bring a sense of hope for healing and moving forward in the relationship. It's a mix of vulnerability and strength, you know. How do you feel after you apologize?
Okay, does apologizing help you move on from guilt?
Absolutely. Apologizing can be a crucial step in moving on from a situation. It allows you to acknowledge what happened, express your feelings, and clear the air. This can lead to closure, both for yourself and the other person. It's like taking a deep breath and letting go of the negativity. Do you find that apologizing helps you move on?
Okay, have you ever cried while apologizing?
I haven't cried while apologizing, but I can imagine it must be a really emotional experience. Apologizing can bring up a lot of feelings, especially if you genuinely care about the person you're talking to. It's a vulnerable moment, and tears can be a natural response to that. Have you ever had a moment like that?
What would you do if when someone rejected your apology?
If someone rejected my apology, I'd first respect their feelings and give them space. It's important to acknowledge that they might need time to process. I'd let them know I understand their reaction and that I'm still here if they want to talk later. Sometimes it takes time for people to heal, and that's okay. How do you think you would handle a situation like that?
Have you ever apologized publicly?
I haven't had to apologize publicly, but I can imagine it would be quite daunting. Public apologies can feel really vulnerable, and there's a lot of pressure to get it right. It's important to be sincere and take full responsibility. Have you seen any public apologies that stood out to you?
Okay, what are the polite ways to say sorry in English?
Here are some polite ways to say sorry in English. 1. I apologize for, a formal way to express regret. 2. I'm sorry for any inconvenience I may have caused, a respectful acknowledgement of the impact. 3. Please forgive me for, a humble request for understanding. 4. I regret my actions and any hurt they caused, shows genuine remorse. 5. I sincerely apologize for my behavior, emphasizes sincerity. 6. I appreciate your understanding regarding this matter, acknowledges their patience. Using these phrases can convey politeness and respect. Do you have a favorite way to say sorry?
Okay, so guys, this was my short interview with Annie on the topic sorry. I hope you like it. See you in another podcast with Annie. I hope you like it. See you in another podcast. till then, Allah Hafiz, Pakistan Zindabad.
That sounds great. I really enjoyed our chat about apologies. Thanks for having me. Looking forward to your next podcast with Maya or me. Until then, take care and Allah Hafiz. Pakistan's into bed.